recognizing the shared historical and regional ties between Uganda and South Sudan, affirming that the deployment of the UPDF is in line with Uganda's constitution and the UPDF Act. The NRM Parliamentary Caucus hereby resolves as follows. 1. To support the deployment of the UPDF in South Sudan as a necessary intervention for peace enforcement to protect lives, restore stability, and prevent further escalation of conflict. 2. To support the proposal for parliamentary approval of the deployment of UPDF in accordance with Uganda's constitution and the UPDF Act. But for purposes of peace enforcement, which is the case of our recent deployment to South Sudan, you do not require prior. You can deploy and come for parliamentary approval retrospectively. I think in the framers of, in the minds of the framers of the law, they are looking at peace enforcement as a response to a kind of an emergency where you do not need to again wait in order for you to deploy. So our deployment is peace enforcement and not peacekeeping. Peacekeeping requires prior approval under the law. Peace enforcement does not. So that is the distinction. And the deployment is peace enforcement. Enforcement is a kind of response to an emergency. There was already a conflict that had broken out in our sister country. It's like you have a neighbor, you are seeing fire already burning in your neighbor's house, and you are not concerned at all. You can't even stand to ask what is happening. So that is the arrangement. And I think the law is very, very clear. We
export,